Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Rogut, and this is my rant. And we believe in the diversity of thought on this channel. Alright, with that out of the way. So, I encourage you to like this video if you did enjoy the content today. And if you didn't like the content, smash that dislike button. It won't hurt my feelings. Okay, so the topic today is change. Now, how I used to deal with it and how I deal with it now. Now, some people deal with change easier than others. Me, when I was younger, between the ages of 2 and 4, it's a cute little story, I would basically, if something was changed in my room, my routine was changed, so any little thing used to kind of bug me a little bit when I was younger. Of course, I grew out of it eventually, but I would do this kind of like, not dance, but I would do this thing with my hands, and I'd be like, and like, it took my mom and dad a little while to understand why I was doing it, and then they finally understood. So it wasn't a big deal, but especially through middle school and high school, like, I didn't adapt to change well when it came to, social situations, events, the way to act, what to say, what to do, what not to do. I didn't agree with most of it, and I still don't, but I go along to get along, but, up here, I actually see the world for what it is. It's a messed up place, but it all depends on, like, how you see it, so that's the thing. I see it as an imperfect place, and, we're all just imperfect in it. And anyone who's striving to be perfect on social media, with all those filters and everything like that, to make them look a lot better than they actually are, because they're so, insecure about themselves. I mean, I'm not a model, but I'm not a fat bastard, so whatever, a little bit of a tangent. Anyway, so that's basically how I dealt with change when I was younger. Any little thing through school or stuff like that changed, I didn't like it. So, but now how I deal with change is with my overall mental state, month to month and stuff like that. It can fluctuate, but I have most of it under control. I've been doing very well. And so basically, what I like to do when I change things now is, if I have small periods of stress, periods, not that bad, but, it's a little more therapeutic for me to put on some music and then change something. Like change the position of a book on my shelf. I mean, something as little as that. Swap pieces of furniture. I did that a few months ago when I felt I hadn't played any of my classic video games anymore, so what I did was I moved my vinyl cabinet with all my vinyls in it. I moved it over, and I put one of my old fat CRT TVs on it, and I hooked up my N64 and my PS2 to the TV, and then I placed it in a part of my room, and that kind of encouraged me to play some more classic games. I mean, I only played them for like a few weeks, but I mean, that's all I really needed. They're there, and I like having that option to play them authentically, like they were meant to be played, when they came out. And then what I also like to do is, one night I came back from work. I had a really tough day. And then my mom got me a new backpack, and it's a great backpack. I'll show it to you. It has one strap right here, and you basically just wear it on one arm, and it has a bunch of zippers, a bunch of compartments and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'm still finding new compartments. It's actually really cool. And I was so hesitant because I am so used to this one. It has two straps. It's like a classic, I'm going to high school / college backpack. And the two straps and everything like that. But I was still stuck in the past dealing with this backpack. Now, I don't have a lot of these things in my life anymore where I'm like so resistant to change. I'm just like, get away from me. But the backpack was still one of them. And I loved that backpack. I grew so accustomed to it. I know it's something small and trivial, but I mean, it has a ton of stuff in there. I knew where everything was. I knew I had a little bit more in there than I needed. But I eventually caved finally when my mom always wanted to get me a new backpack, a new style and stuff like that, and I always resisted, but I finally caved this time, and then I got the new backpack, which I showed you the first time. And it has all these new compartments. I came back from work, it was on the kitchen table, I took it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to change something, I'm going to make myself feel better. So I took everything from my old backpack. I took it out of that backpack, and I decided what I actually really needed in the new one, and I was able to actually get rid of a good amount of junk in the old one. And then the new one's pretty clean, it's nice, it's a cool style, I like it, and Yeah, I just basically, it was therapeutic. I put some music on and I moved the contents from the old one to the new one, and it felt refreshing. It felt like like, to me, it felt like a bigger step forward than most people would think, because it's just, I made a change from one thing to another, and I'm loving this backpack. I actually got used to it quicker than I thought I would. So that's that. I don't think I gave a specific story. Well, I kind of did about when I was really younger. But all in all, what I've learned is that change is the only constant, and like everything else is always in a constant state of fluctuation. So that's just something. That's just what life is, and the way you talk about your opinions now is very different than the way you used to be able to talk about your opinions in the past. If you've seen my last video, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go into it. Alright, so this was a fun video to make. I thought about it for actually a little longer than I usually do for topics and stuff like that. So my plan for the next video is I want to make a video about precious metals. And I know it's a controversial topic, I know, but I just want to give my 2 cents on it. Because, money. So, yeah, so that's what I want to do for my next video. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed the video today, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell notification, even though it doesn't really do anything. I mean, who really knows? My recommendation, like I said before, is all your favorite YouTube content creators that you love to watch and stuff like that. I know it's tough because they don't appear in the subscription tab as much anymore, all of them at least that you subscribe to. Just check the channels manually. Just go in, see if they upload any new videos, catch up on old stuff, be aware of their community posts. Of course, follow them on social media. I actually just started doing that like a few months ago. I'm always late to something. The change is amazing. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.